Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a pretty interesting and funny story to talk about that actually just came out about an hour ago. I know that recently on this channel we've kind of gotten away from more breaking news. One, because it's really hard with my work schedule and everything going on in my life to always be at the computer when news comes out. But also, I think my content, has just kind of gone away from that direction. Breaking news and stuff like that isn't really that sustainable, but I still think it's fun to talk about a story as it's developing, as it's coming out. Every once in a while, and obviously breaking news is a way to get big and popular videos out there. But the news we're talking about today is the fact that Bjergsen is playing in academy this week, and obviously not everyone follows the news cycle as closely. Not everyone lives on Reddit, not everyone lives on Twitter and catches all the news and exactly what's going on. And that's why I think channels like mine and people who cover the stories are a good resource, because not everyone can see everything, and having it all in one place is kind of a big deal. But I know there's going to be some people who see Bjergsen playing in academy and they're like, what the heck is going on? Is TL trolling? Did Bjergsen get in trouble? Is he still sick? Is he not playing this weekend? Is it more like visa issues, or what the heck is going on? So we'll be explaining all that in today's video, giving you guys the latest scoop, the latest update. So definitely drop a like if you do enjoy it. I would appreciate that a ton. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out the first link in the description below for the new merch we just dropped a couple weeks ago. I would appreciate that a ton. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So here's the news that Team Liquid tweeted out. Again, for right now that I'm recording this, this is less than half an hour ago, maybe a little bit more, 32 minutes, something like that. They tweeted out, come watch Bjergsen's academy debut, and root on RTL Academy roster: Bradley, Jan, Pocket Rhino, and Armeo. And that's very interesting. What the heck is Bjergsen doing in academy? But I think this is actually really cool. I think it's a big deal in a lot of ways. And I think it'll be good overall. But they did tweet this a little bit before to add some context to the whole scenario and make this whole thing make sense. They said, academy update. Due to unfortunate COVID complications in Australia, Harry, I don't know how you pronounce that, our academy mid laner has not arrived in Los Angeles in time to compete this week. For now, Bjergsen will be filling in on our academy roster in addition to our LCS lock-in matches. So that's the good news, that Bjergsen is still going to be playing in lock-in. It's no major issues, any further issues with the LCS team. They're already having their own green card issues and having to work in academy players and all this. But obviously, again, that is not what is going on here. Another interesting thing is that Jan is playing in academy still, and obviously Ayla is not. So interesting thing to note, we might be seeing more of Ayla this weekend. Ayla and Hansama obviously teaming up, but we don't know that for sure. But this is really cool, and this has gotten a lot of people talking. I mean, obviously the memes are coming out. Academy teams. Oh, imagine waking up. You're an academy player and you wake up and you're playing against Bjergsen. LMAO academy mids just got thrown into Dark Souls. Bjergsen against academy mids. All of these things going on. On one hand, I don't know who all they're playing. I know today they're playing against Evil Genius's academy. I know their mid laner is Soligo, and Soligo is a pretty good mid laner. I believe he still has the capabilities of playing the LCS. I would even go as far to say as he probably should be in the LCS right now. So it's not like Bjergsen's just going in and dunking on a bunch of babies or nothing like that. Yes, he will be playing against some very inexperienced players. He will be playing against some players that he absolutely outclasses. I'm expecting to have some good big games, but who knows? It's playing with a new team. The synergy's not going to be there. I don't know what champs he'll be playing. I don't know if he'll be playing to practice or if he'll be playing to win or whatever, but I think this is such a cool and good thing in so many different ways. I know there was some reply to this tweet. I can't find it anymore, but I know someone that's in the scene was saying a lot of LCS players wouldn't do something like this, for one reason or another. Either they're too busy, they don't want to add to the stress of their schedule, they don't want to miss scrims, they don't want to miss practice, whatever. But Bjergsen is willing to do this. Now, we don't know how much of this is his choice, how much of this is, being forced upon him, how much of this is being, suggested, because maybe they just don't have anybody else that can play or wants to play or whatever. But again, a lot of LCS players would be upset about this, mad about this, or just straight up not do it. And I think it just kind of shows the kind of person and leader and teammate and everything that Bjergsen is to fill in, during a week where he was sick with COVID last week. It sounds like he's starting to heal up. Sounds like he's doing better. But yeah, he's sick. You know, he could be like, hey man, I'm not feeling good. I'm still getting over this thing. I'm not playing academy. F that. But he is playing in. He's helping his team out. Again, he's a member of Team Liquid. They need somebody to play academy for them this week. And again, even though he has a big LCS lock-in matchup coming up, they have the first round of the knockout stage this weekend too, I do believe. I'm sure he'd love to just be practicing, grinding, solo queue, whatever. But he is choosing to fill in. On the other hand, we know that Bjergsen, again, took the year off last year. He's still trying to regain his old form. We saw that recent Bjergsen interview where he said he believes he's about 60% of his peak form right now and that he can still get so much better and that he's grinding, practicing. And also, again, he was recently sick, so he's also trying to get over his sickness and get up to speed. So in that way, I think playing in Academy can only help him. You know, this is still another competitive environment. He's going to get to play against some decent players. Again, Soligo is no slouch. I mean, that'll be, you know, just like playing against some of the bottom tier LCS teams and bottom tier mid laners in some respects. Also, very, very awesome experience for everyone else involved. You know, Bjergsen's teammates, they get to play with Bjergsen in a real live game experience. They get to see what Bjergsen's like in game. They can learn things from him about the game, even if it's just a couple of games. You know, I think he'll be playing in like 2 academy games for them or whatever. Still a really, really awesome experience for them to see what one of the best Western players of all time looks like, talks like, how he acts, what he does in game. Then these players will also have this VOD, you know, to be able to go back and review. They'll be able to talk with Bjergsen, you know, experience those in-game communications, see the things he's looking for in-game, all that stuff. It'll be so, so valuable for them. For the other teams as well, getting to play against Bjergsen, getting to lane against him, getting to play with him, having that experience of like, hey, I played with Bjergsen, I played against Bjergsen, I killed Bjergsen, Bjergsen killed me, whatever. That I'm sure will be so, so cool for a lot of these guys. I know some other people have also said, hey, this will put some eyeballs on Academy. You know, maybe some extra people will tune in. Maybe some extra people will watch the VOD. And that's great. You know, that's another way for Riot to make some money, another way for them to gain some publicity, and ways for all of these players involved in this game to get some publicity and some eyes on them as well. You know, if somebody pops off in this game or if somebody does really, really well against Bjergsen, maybe it gets their name out there to some more people. Maybe it earns them some more fans. Maybe it earns them some more, you know, notoriety or publicity or recognition or whatever. Maybe it lands them a future contract or something like that, as long as their gameplay comes across the right person's eyes. So I think that this is awesome in so, so many ways. I think this will only help Bjergsen further kind of knock the rust off and get ready for the year. It's low stress. It's kind of the perfect time for him to keep ramping up. And I think overall this is a really, really cool, awesome thing of him to do. It shows just kind of how he is as a leader and as a person. I know that obviously Team Liquid, all the players, all the staff, everyone should appreciate it a ton. I'm sure the other teams appreciate it a ton too. Gonna be a really, really cool thing. But again, yes, Bjergsen is playing in Academy, but there's no terrible news here. Yes, it is bad news that obviously Harry can't get into the United States or whatever. It sucks that he's missing the first week of Academy, or second week, I don't even know, first or second week of Academy, whatever you want. I don't follow Academy that closely, but yeah, it sucks that he's not able to get to Los Angeles. It sucks that he's not able to play, but those things will all get sorted out. That will be okay. You know, there's no awful, horrible news here. You know, no further problems for the LCS team, at least that we know of at this point. But yes, Bjergsen will be playing in Academy. You know, he's gotten demoted down to the Academy ranks. He's making the Academy debut, a guy who skipped over all that before. You know, he didn't never play in Academy before. He came over straight into the LCS team. Now he's going to get a taste of that scene, and I think overall it's a really, really cool thing. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so, so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Bjergsen playing in Academy? You think it's cool? Think it's not cool? You don't care? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.